Hey guys. All right, so my update this week is actually solid. I got back in to the rhythm that I was enjoying where I've been doing a solid amount of lead gen. So cracked back up over 100 contacts this week, which I feel great about. I put 41 people into my database, so a little under 50% this week. Not going to read into it. It's about the big picture, but I was really enjoying having a 50-50 ratio. And and aside from that, I put, what do I have, 7 leads and nurtures in as well. One of the things that's come up is that I've changed my tagging system. We've been building automations into our database, and I've got my engagement campaigns built now. So when I bring new leads in addition to my newsletter and everything else that I'm doing, they go into essentially like a warm-up cycle where they get a little bit more in terms of email correspondence from me. I've been really careful not to overdo it because I've already got 2 pieces of content going every month. I've got my market report and my Victoria Buzz newsletter. So I just want to make sure that it isn't too heavy. Okay, so what else did we do this week? I launched Dad Club. Really jacked about that. It was so fun. We went axe throwing. Smaller group. I learned some stuff about the way that it was planned out. I think I'm going to give more notice in the future. I'm going to send calendar events in the future. I had 7 people, including myself, and we had a blast. It was really, really good. It was good for, it was good for networking, but honestly, it was just good for the soul. Like everyone was just like really glad to kind of have a bit of a community around them. We have booked the date and planned our next dad outing, and it's going to be, this is so fun, in Victoria this time of year, in the ocean, all of the crabs, I don't know what they do. Maybe they hatch. I don't know where they come from. I guess they must hatch. So anyways, there's like a zillion of these tiny little baby crabs. They're like the size of a pea or smaller. And unsurprisingly, kids love catching these things. So on our next Dad Club, it's one of our kid-friendly events. So we're all going to take the kids down to a local beach near my house, which is gorgeous, where if you pull up any rock on this beach and there's like 1,000 little baby crabs. So the kids are going to catch crabs. We're going to hang out on the beach, tire them out, and then we're going to barbecue and cook a bunch of food. I'm going to bring down a grill. So that is coming up on the 22nd. I'm jacked about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I also have planned out a new lead generation thing that I am super excited to tinker with. This is marketing based, not a prospecting thing. It's not networking. It's very much Sean creating something, putting it out to the world and seeing what comes back. I think it's gonna be really cool. I've found already in this short time that people move to Victoria. It's a destination city. Like it's a place where people will travel to reset their lives, like me. Okay. So I just take that fact, put a pin in it, and then simultaneously, I'm going after YouTube. Like that's the thing I want to build long term for Sean is a big YouTube channel all about real estate, all about Victoria, all about the West Coast. I love it. I have fun doing it. I love the content stuff. It's my background because I did so much of it for Endgame. So I'm just like, whoop. It's just I'm messing with my camera. Sorry guys, hold on. It's driving me nuts. Okay, there. It's just it's what I want to do, right? So I've been like, okay, I want to build all this stuff for YouTube, but that's kind of like long, slow play. Like it's not going to be very immediate. So I wanted something I could do that would be more like, let's get some right now leads. I've been trying to think of how to do this, and I don't know if it'll be right now. It'll probably still have some kind of nurture cycle, but I think this plan will be something that I could develop leads through an ad spend with. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a Move to Victoria video series. It's going to be 4 videos. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to document what I did and what I learned. And I'm going to layer in a number of call to actions and just kind of make it a really useful guide. When I moved here, I searched on YouTube because I don't just find YouTube interesting as a person who wants to and does create content. I also love YouTube. Like I just chill out at night and watch YouTube. So I searched for something like this and there was nothing. There also wasn't a ton of great content about the island. So that's why in the long run, my intention is to make that. Okay. So looking at all this, what I'm doing is I'm creating a 4-part series. It's going to be, should you move to Victoria? So I'm going to talk about what it's like living here, the pros, the cons, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to talk about logistics and moving. So I'm going to walk through what I did, what I learned, what your options look like, because it's a lot logistically. And then video number 3 is going to be buying real estate in Victoria. So it's general overview, but from the lens of someone who's out of town. And then video 4 is going to be an area guide. So I'm not doing communities. I'm not going to drill down too low. I've broken the greater Victoria area into like 8 main areas. So you take the bottom quarter of the island, I'm basically splitting it in 8. And I'm just going to give a rundown, like, here's what these areas have to offer. My plan is, since I don't have a huge following on YouTube, it's a new channel, I'm going to put some ad spend behind it. I've heard that it's pretty exciting in terms of what you get for what you spend. And based on the fact that there isn't any content specifically to this when I looked, I'm hoping that I can build up enough views on the video and make it good enough that people watch through. So I'll hit the algorithm for YouTube. They want to see clicks. They want to see people watch for a long time. And they also want to see them watch for a heavy proportion of the duration of your video. So I'm hoping that I'll do well by the algorithm on those 3 factors. And this can just become evergreen once I've spent enough to get the views up. Because once you get a video moving, from my understanding, 2, 3, 4 years in, these things will still be growing. So I am super excited. Right now, I'm shooting a lot of B-roll because I'm doing like the neighborhood guides, and I need stuff other than a talking head to make it compelling. So this week, I'm taking some time out of my lead generation to literally drive around with my camera, which is super fun. It's good weather this time of year, which is nice. And yeah, it's a really cool project. All right. You ready for the big one? I'm joining a team. So here's the deal, guys. I have no ego in putting my name on the door. And so I'm joining a team with the long-term understanding and plan being that I'm going to work to just close a bunch of deals in the next like 6 to 12 months, get some cash flow going for my real estate business. And then long-term, the plan is that I'm going to help build the team because right now it's just me and the agent who owns the team. So I've got a big announcement coming up where I'm going to share more details on this. I'm excited about it. We've been talking for about a month now. I really like the founder of the business. It's got a great brand. It's got good social presence. They've got some good systems in the background. I can bring a lot to the table too because I'm bringing some of the people that I already work with me. So we'll have kind of a lot of support that we can bring in building out the systems. And then, 3 to 6 months from now, once we see how we feel working together, we're going to start recruiting and building up this team. And the beauty is I get to step into a brand that's been established here as a well-trusted group for like 20 years. So I'm jacked about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I love working with people, and these are good people. So stay tuned. More to come, and watch out for the announcement.